Ain't never been caught, never been treated. Some folks say you look a lot like me. Hello, my name is Bernardo Cano. You might see me around with my harmonicas. And to start off, this is a song I wrote, unfortunately, the day after a friend of mine died, whose name is the Mayor. And the song is about a bad guy named the Mayor, so mind me, but non-intentional. But it's still a good song. Fill in the, not fill in the words, but fill in the picture. It was 1865, the guards blend into the night, and my hands caught in the wall. I've been digging through the night, soon to be out of sight. They will never see me fall. Sirens hit the halls, oh mama, I'll have it all as my hands caught in the fence. But I soon hit the ground as they emptied all their rounds. But in the woods, I won't be found. In the woods, I won't be found. 25 years in the hole for a murder seldom told. When the mayor took my wife, put a bounty on my head, but Lord knows he shot her dead, and for that I'll take his life. The gallows released a hound, 6'4", 300 pounds, made of steel, bone, and lead. They said, here's your gold, now off you go on his mission to bring me dead. But before he hit the road, the mayor's neck I had on hold with a grip covered in blood. By the time he made it there was nothing but just hair. The mince meat, the mayor's gone, and the mayor's gone. 25 years in the hole for a murder seldom told. When the mayor took my wife, put a bounty on my head, but Lord knows he shot her dead, and for that I'll take his life. My story has made its role, and this tale seldom told. As his bullets my head they ran, but I saw her once again in the clouds above the rain. My dear love, here I am. My dear love, here I am. 25 years in the hole for a murder seldom told. When the mayor took my wife, put a bounty on my head, but Lord knows he shot her dead, and for that they took my life, and for that I took his life. that. Thank you. I'll do more. That. Thanks, dude. No, I appreciate it. You know, and I have like 10 songs that they have their own lore. That song is a one out of 5 individual ones are all in the part of the same story. Like during the times of 1865, this man ended up in prison as well because he had a fight head on with the devil, and that's called the plague, which is a different song. And it's like the devil telling him that no matter where you are, I'm gonna be there. Like I am the mountain, I am this, I am the plague. And this song I just fell in love with it, especially because that buddy of mine, like he was called a mayor, and when I found that out, I'm like, dude, either I completely forget this song and hide it from the public, or I do whatever it takes to remember it. So it's like day and night, like these words have to be here and that verse needs to be there. But the plague or the ghost of the Falcon Mound, or that one if you like sci-fi, that's a tribe of Native American warriors who were buried at the stake pretty much. And so their family buried them in the mound, and they called it the Falcon Mound. But the ghost of the Falcon Mound, any settlers that settled within the mound area, were the ground was uprooted and took them underground and made their own mounds and added on to the mound. And that's a whole different song too, but that's a fast one too. Yeah, as well.
They just had his celebration of life a couple weeks ago, didn't they?
Yep. Yeah, they did. No, that dude was funny. He laughed like the clown from The Simpsons, like, you know, that very like like, you know, but you hear that like in the campgrounds, and you see him drive his like 72 like Cadillac that he had, just like doing donuts. It's like, yeah, that's Jason. Well, let's try something a little different here. Let's see. Well, thank you.
I never wanted to mosh to harmonica music so much.
I don't know how you did that trill like that. Oh,
Did you
that
like
was
roll
nuts.
your R and
Like-
to get that sound effect?
So, you're talking about like.
The high one, whatever that was. Me and David had a moment there.
Yeah.
He looked at me like, "Are you kidding?"
Oh no, like growing up, I really love Zydeco music and Cajun music, and that's like it's like ska and bluegrass have a baby, and it skanks really hard. Like this baby, like is just like wearing Converse and just kicking the walls, you know, and it's very like it's in like. It's just very that beat, you know, but it's constant like. And you got the washboard, and then you got the accordion. And, you know, as a kid, it's like, dude, I love this music so much. Like, I want to do something with this. I want to make it somewhere playing these kind of songs. And my uncle, he was in a Cajun band at the time. He's like, well, those are like $4,000, those accordions, and I'm not letting you touch any of them because you're like 8 years old. But here's a harmonica and just hyperventilate into it. And it's like, that's not a thing. Like, it's like giving somebody a violin and it's like, make me a building. It's like, that's not a thing, you know? And so like, it was kind of a joke, just kind of like a gag, like, all right, he's not actually gonna do it. But a lot of harmonica songs, they rely around about that back and forth breathing, like 1, 2, 3, lungs are filling, 3 and 4. But for me, just like an accordion, there's a release valve. Whenever there's too much air inside of the accordion, there's a button that you press, and it releases the extra air. So I was like, how can I do that so I could play like an accordion? And that's where, like, if I'm playing faster, I'm releasing the air like 1, 2, like a piston, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Okay.
So then there's just one pressure of air in there, and it's all stomach. It's like the stomach is going like that. So
yeah.
if I ever lose rhythm of that, then the air is like in my head, like when you're breathing, like heavy breathing, and get lightheaded, and then just lights out. You know, so.
How long did it take you to get to that level of breath control?
Oh man.
'Cause you've been playing harmonica for a long time.
Yeah, 19 years. Yeah, right around 19 years. I'd say ballpark 2 or 3 years of just constant work.
Okay.
But I'd say like playing any instrument, you know, I'm also teaching music to children, and at the end of the day, they know what house music and 808 is, you know, and it's like parents are like, how is it that someone could learn that quick? And I tell them, well, just like the harmonica was for me as a child, like there is countless of books on harmonica, but trust me, if you want to ever learn harmonica, don't touch a book, like, because it's all like, and somebody writing that down is just weird, you know. Like it's just like shape your lips like this. It's like, okay, uncle, but anyway, like, no, like it has to be a toy. It has to be like the thing that you turn the lights off and then you're just figuring it out. Guitars is the exact same way, like being able to sing with a guitar or make a melody with a guitar, you think about less of what you're doing, and it's just muscle memory from the countless hours that you spent just fiddling, just making absolute nonsense. So
Book takes all the fun out of it.
exactly, yeah, and that's the thing, you know. Like when I was learning harp, for example, there's this blues lick that's like. And then you got that ninth. But it's like, oh, wait a minute, I like that note. I like that note. And then it's like dun 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 dun. That's a Cajun song. And then it's just like practicing faster. And then that's another Cajun thing. And that's a bluegrass like. And then Billy Strings, boom, you know. Just like combining different elements together, and I don't know, making fiddle players wonder what in the hell you're playing, you know, like that kind of stuff. But yeah, that's the beauty with harps, and there's minor keys, major keys.
So each one is a different key. I saw you switch there.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah. And it's it's like driving manual. If somebody steals your car, they're gonna have a really hard time knowing what's going on nowadays. With these harmonicas, they're like C to B flat, and you think, oh, I can grab this C and play C, but when you blow in C, it's your C. When you draw in for solos back inside you, it's like it's a G. So it jumps up 5 steps. So this is actually G D E flat. No, G D. God damn it. G A. Then it's B flat B. Then just jumps back up, and they're all 5 steps up. And then even with minor keys, you got minor harmonic, which is more like Eastern European. And then there's minor naturals, which is like bossa nova, like reggae, like. It's more like smooth minor keys, and it's also expensive. When playing in the band, it's like I came up with a new song. It's in this key, and you're like, shit. Like damn, like there goes my paycheck. But no, man, no. And that's the thing with like this thing as well is that I love songwriting. Don't get me wrong. I love being able to share stories and stuff like that. But that's literally the one song I remember that I wrote. And there's countless. You guys know Rosendale off of 41? Yep. So I wrote a song called High Speed Chase Through Rosendale because I got caught by the FBI at one point because they're giving out tickets to make their main revenue. Yeah. And so it's like, all right, I'm going to write about me and my friends just being shitheads through Rosendale going 90 miles an hour and see how that works. And it was such a great song. I'm like, dude, we got banjo, we got bass, and the next day it's like, where'd that song go? And so with at least like this stuff like this, I get to be lyrical. I get to make the beats that I do with harmonica and have fun with it. And somehow this machine, I can add a percussion section to it as well. Even like that back there was kind of like housey almost, but there's like jazz drums, which I'm trying to learn drum set because I'm supposed to. And you got like these pads and people are like, oh, you play drum set? It's like, no. It's like the restricted version of hand percussion. Like here I can like, but now that this has, like, I don't know what that is. People use a tom. I don't know how to do that either. Like gas in the tank. I'm just headed through the valley of death, the one with the pretty name. It's called Rosendale, and it'll take you by the guts when you drive through and you lose your mind, 'cause there's 100 cops. You see, there was one time when my friend did a little something and my other friend did just that, and they drove just above 2 miles of the speed limit, and they were headed towards the Madison City, that wonderful place, but they had to drive through the valley of death, as we know, the Rosendale. And the K9 smelled it right through their windows, and they started barking through the street. So they hit their gas pedal in their 92 Toyota, going 32, 33. But eventually they caught up to them, and they said, screw it all, and screw them. But then it was my turn, as I had a gig at that high new saloon. And I told myself, hey man, why don't I take a drink or two? And as I hit my gas just tight, it said no more than 25. But here I was, sitting at 55, through the valley of death when you headed south of the 401. You might think you're getting lucky, but boy, you might just be the one. And despite what this song may have remained, I promise you that this song with a name is a lot more fun when everybody can sing along. And I remember the song, but for now it's just a jazz tune in the studio, as we all wish we could sing along. But for now it's just an improv goddamn song. I also don't know the rules in terms of censorship, and this song's got quite a bit of them, 1 and 2 and 3, maybe a couple blurs here and there, some bleeps, because there's a reason why I get pulled over by a K9 and Rosendale. Harmonica soul. That's a wrap. Goddamn.
Anybody who's been through Rosendale can relate.
Yeah, no, dude.
Every single time I drive through there, there's always something pulled over.
Oh,
Without fail.
yeah, that song is usually like, don't get me wrong, it's
a faster one, and there's like Tommy's rolling some through the back, and Benny's cutting the lines. And it's like it's a
Not family friendly, huh?
yeah, it definitely isn't, and I've learned my lesson. That's kind of the beauty of those songs. It's like, like I feel like eventually I will remember them, but I guess there's a huge disclaimer with all of that. And most people that are like in this point of their life, if this has happened to them, aren't daring to do any of this whatsoever. But I was in it's not even like this like sad story or anything. No, it was just like literally a body flying like 15 feet, but I was in a motorcycle accident, and they had to bring me back. And the downside to all that, it's like, yeah, I mean, like I can walk again and stuff now, but the memory part of it, it's like glitchy. So guitar was there, harmonica was definitely there, lap steel, I had to get back into it, hand percussion was there, but when it came down to all the songs I wrote, holy crap, dude, that was like, they're written down, it's like, oh, whose are these? Like, those are yours. Like, oh, goddamn, like, you're kidding.
Do you ever record these songs?
I have not, no. Just like my own video via Facebook, I mean, kind of thing. It was kind of a race to the paycheck. It was like, all right, Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, and YouTube, and it's like, who can pay me the fastest? And Facebook's like, me, we're losing customers. And it's like, all right, cool. Like, so that's where I'm uploading all of them. But know that there's a handful of songs. It's like, dude, if only I could share these with this audience right now. But for now, we're gonna do some improv stuff. So that's kind of, there's that merge to like maybe essentially more instrumental. And I have some gigs at like these like festivals. There's possibly Electric Forest. They're in the submission videos, and they're like, oh, this might be cool. Where it's instrumental, like what's that guy's name? Juicy Smith. He's got the box drum, and he's got the shakers, and he plays with the shakers while playing his harmonica. And there's like 10,000 wooks that are like, dude, this is the best thing in the world. Like, it's like, for me, it's like, I could do that. Like, I could give that a shot. That's like the beauty with all this stuff,
Dirty. If you got more, you can play more. If you're done, you're done.
All right, I guess we'll do one more thing. Why not?
We've got 45 minutes until Jorge's supposed to show up.
Okay. Show up or start?
Show up.
Okay.
So
I have to dump cards too.
yeah, so it's like I said, it's a 20-30 minute set. We're obviously over that, but that's cool.
Yeah, more than cool.
Yeah, yeah. I'm having a good time.
I like the talking too. That's a nice. Yeah.
Thanks, man. I figured it'd be like something like that too. It's like, dude, I hope I get to talk, because then they're gonna be really confused. It's like, this sounds like improv. Like, this guy didn't practice. Let's do. Oh, let's see.
The gallows released a hound, 6'4", 300 pounds, made of steel, bone, and lead. They said, here's your gold, now off you go on his mission to bring me death. But before he hit the road, the mayor's neck I had on hold with a grip covered in blood. By the time he made it there was nothing but just hair. The mince meat, the mayor's gone, and the mayor's gone. 25 years in the hole for a murder, so the